Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tay, and today we are looking at the Taylor Swift holiday merch collection because I think it's all out. There was like 6 drops this week, and I think it was a really good holiday drop, actually. It feels like they listened to the fans and what they wanted. You know, we got the cardigans back, we got more snow globes, which I love the snow globes, of course. And it's some of it is subtle merch. Her face isn't plastered on everything, which I really like. Some of the items are questionable, so you know we're gonna get into all of it. Except not. I probably won't talk about everything, but you know, let's see what we've got. I think it's easiest if I go through each era, maybe. So I guess we'll start with debut. The ornaments, I think the ornaments are all fine. I want a Taylor Swift Christmas tree, but I $25 for an ornament. We can't be doing that. Like, get yourself some air dry clay and make yourself a boot ornament if you really want. Okay, we have this debut sweater. I thought this was a lover sweater. It's blue and red and it's got the hearts. I think it's very cute and it's a nice like holiday sweater. All right, the backpack, I have mixed feelings about the mini backpacks. They're too overpriced. And some of the ways that they're showing the product images, for the backpack, they put the boot ornament on it like it was a keychain, even though it's a glass ornament. I thought that was so funny. And the Eras Tour garland, they had one of the models wearing it like a scarf to like show it off. I thought that was so funny. They're getting really crazy with some of these product shoots. I didn't notice it has like embroidered butterflies on the front and there's butterflies inside. That is kind of cute, but for $60, I'm like, we could just get a brown mini backpack off Amazon, but it is kind of cute. All right, let's go into Fearless. I think that's all the debut stuff. The Fearless purse with all the beads on it, I really don't like it. I don't like the way the beads lay. Like, it's very square and angular. I don't think that looks good. And for $75, like, no, that she is robbing some of y'all, because I think this sold out and that's concerning to me. But maybe it's a personal taste thing. I really like beaded bags though. I think they're fun. I just really don't like the look of this one. The Junior Jules sweatshirt, I mean, this has obvious fan appeal and it's like true to the original era, and it's like not really an ugly Christmas sweater, but you know, it's got that holiday energy, which I like. Okay, the Fearless I'm Not a Princess, This Ain't a Fairy Tale t-shirt is what it is called, and it's got horses on it. People won't realize you're a Taylor Swift fan when you're wearing this, but they will think you're a horse girl, and so like there is a trade-off there. I thought this was cute when I first saw it, and now I'm like, is it though? Is it just horses on a t-shirt? Perhaps. And then there's the cardigans. I'm not going to talk about them too much because they're old merch, but I'm glad that they did a proper restock of them so that fans who were missing older ones were able to get them. Don't love that they are all $70 now, but like, what can we do? They're only going to go up from here. All right, I think that's all the Fearless. So Speak Now. Oh, these ornaments are really cute. What is the obsession with that cupcake dress? I don't understand that. The 13 is really iconic, though. Here's our first kind of bad item. It's the Speak Now black crew neck sweatshirt. It's a really nice photo of her, and I like the Taylor Swift on the top, although it's kind of hard to read. But the text on the bottom, why does it look like a ransom letter? That doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't feel... Nothing about that is giving Speak Now. Why did they choose this font? Why is it laid out like that? If that was just removed, I think this would be a beautiful sweatshirt. So I don't know what that's all about. These earrings, if you purchase these earrings, I have questions for you. This is giving Claire's, this is giving Temu, this is giving Will Turn Your Ears Green. Not actually, but they just look very cheap. And why are the gemstones pink instead of purple? Nothing about that makes any sense. Oh, we got another blanket. I am a sucker for these kind of blankets. It's amazing I haven't purchased one yet. Whenever they come out, I'm like, I have to hold myself back from buying them, and I think this is just really cute, like how the Kingdom Lights shined for me and you. Yeah, it's beautiful, 10 out of 10. This Speak Now birdcage t-shirt, I'm not sure about the color choices here, but it's kind of cute. It's got the birds on the back, and it takes up the entire back of the shirt, which I kind of like as a design choice. It's unusual. I don't really love the font on the front. I think it's the same one they used for some of the Life of a Showgirl merch. And then it says Taylor's version underneath in what I think is the red Taylor's version font, or the Life of a Showgirl font. Like, why can we like give Speak Now her own font, please? Like, why are we borrowing from different eras? I don't love that. So I don't really like the text, but the back of the shirt is pretty good. All right, I think that's it for the Speak Now. So on to Red, and the first thing I want to talk about is this plaid skirt. I saw a video of it and what it looks like in person. That is not cute, and it sold out for $65. If I opened that and saw what it looked like y'all need to return this expeditiously because it don't look good. It doesn't really make sense as a merch item. It has the Taylor Swift logo at the bottom. We didn't need that. We didn't need the skirt, but we also didn't need the like insignia thing. Out of all of this, I cannot believe that one sold out. All right, the A Lot Going On at the Moment sweater. See, this is really cute. Again, it's like that ugly Christmas sweater kind of vibe, but it references the Eras Tour, but it also feels true to the original era. I think that's really cute. The cups. I'm not sure about these because it is kind of cute, like all the different red t-shirts, but it is kind of giving TJ Maxx cups, like Ray Dunn energy. And for $45, that's like $11 a cup. See, that doesn't sound bad, but again, it is pretty overpriced. Like, I feel like you could get an Etsy cup for way cheaper. That's a lot cuter, but what do I know? All right, the All Too Red Lurex red scarf. I don't know what Lurex means. It's a red scarf. Like, it's fine, I guess. For $40, it's actually not fine. See, I said I liked this drop, and now here I am roasting most of it. Okay, the We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together pajama set. Ridiculously overpriced at $75, but it references the pajamas from the music video, and so I appreciate that we're doing callbacks to the original era. That was a complaint I had about the more recent merch, especially the Taylor's version merch. A lot of it just didn't feel true to the original eras, so I'm glad we're at least referencing things from like music videos and stuff she's worn in the past. I appreciate that. All right, on to 1989, and the first thing I want to talk about is that Seagull puffer coat. Ooh, if it wasn't $150, I would have bought that, and it's sold out anyway. That's so crazy. It's giving, dare I say, snow on the beach. I think it's so cute. The color palette is very nice, and it's got the little seagulls on the front. Again, it's like subtle merch, but it's also obviously Taylor Swift. And the matching hat, oh my goodness. $35 is atrocious, but like it's so cute with the seagulls on it. Ugh, I kind of want to get the hat, if I'm being honest. This 1989 white t-shirt, I actually really like this. The design is simple and neat, and the text looks good, and we can't say that about most of the other shirts she's put out. So yeah, I would say this one's a decent t-shirt option. The sequin red lip classic thing that you like sweatshirt. I don't really love the look of this, like the way the lips look. But I think the colors are really good, and I can understand why other people would like this. Again, it's got that kind of ugly Christmas sweater vibes. I'm curious if the sequins would stay on after a few washes. But yeah, I think that's okay. I don't know about $65. This Love Struck hoodie, this is a mess. Remember what I just said about the text being neat? Why is some parts it's wavy and then other parts it's straight? And why is the got on the left and then the Love Struck is on the right? Why would they break it up like that? And then why is the image so red and like grainy? Why didn't they just keep it? I think it would look so much better if they just kept it with the blue sky. But that wouldn't be enough to save it. For $75, you're lying. No, that's like a bad piece of merch from this drop. All right, on to Reputation, and I'm a Reputation girly, so I'm going to be biased. The bomber jacket, I might get myself that for Christmas. I think the bomber jacket is so, so cute. And again, it's kind of subtle merch. I'm curious to see what the snake print actually looks like. I need to see reviews of it because clearly it's like just printed on there. And I feel like that might look weird. I like how big the pockets look, and I like the weird pocket on the sleeve and how it has like the red tag on the zipper. I think it's very cute. What isn't cute is this handbag. Guys, come on. You can see that the snake print is just printed on there. I think people are going to be disappointed when they see how this looks in person. You could just go to TJ Maxx and get a snake print handbag. For $55, no, we don't need that. The all I think about is Karma's snake necklace. I think this is fine. It's cute at least, unlike those Speak Now earrings. Like, for $40, I'm like, I wouldn't get it, but I can see the appeal, and I like how it has the green eyes and the green gem on its head. It's kind of cute. The Reputation Precedes Me black t-shirt. At least we're using the old Reputation font again. I'm not sure I like the design of it being wrapped around the collar, but I think it's okay. Why is it $50? Is it embroidered? I don't think so. I guess because the letters are like embossed. But yeah, not for $50, but it's an okay shirt. This mug, I have to say, looks very cheap. $35, no, I don't like that. And this cuff bracelet, again, this looks like costume jewelry. $45? No, we can't be doing that, people. Get the snake necklace instead of this bracelet. This is giving Spirit Halloween jewelry. Same with the ear cuff, it just looks kind of cheap. For $25, like, no, do not get that. The Reputation snake hoodie, I think this is good. I wouldn't get it for myself because I don't like the way that snake looks, but we're using visuals from the original era, and again, we're using the original font, which I appreciate, so I think that hoodie's okay. And the beanie, I think the beanie's fine. Again, overpriced, but it's okay. I don't like this phone case. I think it's so... I don't like the look of the gold. It doesn't really look golden. I think it's way too simple for $35, and I think this was something that they remade. Like, this was from the original era. I didn't like it back then, and I don't like it now. Right, on to Lover. The My Lover photo t-shirt. This looks like a folklore t-shirt. I'm not sure about black and white for Lover. Like, we couldn't have done a pastel pink or blue? I'm not sure about that. The Lover tumbler for $45. People are too obsessed with cups these days. I think it's cute at least. They did a really good job of doing a gradient with the gems. I feel like that's kind of difficult. Like, it does look very pretty, but like, we don't need cups anymore. Stop with the tumblers and the Stanley cups. No more. I really don't like the Lover House sweaters. Sorry. I think it's my personal bias. Like, I can see why other people would enjoy this, and it is kind of a subtle piece of merch. The Who Could Ever Leave Me Darling crew neck sweatshirt. Oof, how do I feel about this? Why does it have, I didn't realize it had those weird 4 squares in the bottom left corner. The font on this looks insane. Yeah, no, this one's a no, actually, now that I take a closer look at it. Like, what are these squares? What is going on with the text? Yeah, no, I kind of like the color palette, but the text is so bad on this one. That's so weird. Like, can we just do a normal font? Would that be so crazy? The Lover Live from Paris. I really question if we need specifically Lover Live from Paris merch. Couldn't this just have been a Lover hoodie? And like, there was an ornament and it's like the Lover heart and it says Lover Live from Paris. I'm like, couldn't we just have put the Lover logo on that? Why does it have to be the Live from Paris? That doesn't make sense to me. It just feels unnecessary, but I guess if you went to Lover Live in Paris, you might enjoy this. Okay, this long sleeve t-shirt, I think it kind of looks a mess, but it also has a vibe to it. I feel like this style of shirt was kind of popular in the 2010s, maybe. I think the problem is it feels out of style, like how Galaxy leggings were on trend, but now they aren't. But I kind of like how nostalgic it feels, so I give her a pass. She is $55, which is a little crazy. The It's Been a Long Time Coming hoodie. I kind of want this. I think this is really cute, actually. I think the color is really good, and I love that they're using background visuals from the Eras Tour in the designs. I think it was just this and the folklore sweater. I really love that as a design choice. I know not everyone will. I feel like the average person would look at this and say it's a bad design choice, but I think it's really, really cute. I kind of want to get it. For $75, we'll have to see. But I think that one's so, so cute. The You Need to Calm Down pajama set. I didn't know this was $85. Again, I appreciate that we're actually referencing stuff from the music video. I'm curious to know how these feel. 96% polyester. See, they look like they're supposed to be kind of silky, and I'm not sure that they'd actually feel that way. So I don't love that for $85. I think it's a good design. I just wish the material quality was better. All right, on to what's after Lover? Folklore. The Folklore plush cat. I don't know why everyone's going crazy for that. I'm gonna let y'all cook. I don't want to fight people who want this cat because they are feral. The Folklore earmuffs. I already have a pair of earmuffs. We don't need more than one earmuffs, but these are very cute. The Folklore cabin sweater. This was sold out almost immediately, and thank God, because I probably would have bought it. And I don't need another sweater. I love the design and the fact that it's not just polyester. I'm not sure what material it is, but the material they used really adds to the design. This is the standard for her merch going forward. We need more stuff like this. And what does it say? Time, Curious Time. Oh, I guess because she sang Invisible String at first before she changed it to the one. I think that is so, so beautiful. Something that's not so beautiful. Folklore album quarter zip up sweater. What about this is giving folklore? It being gray and white? No. And for $85, please do not buy this. This looks like the seagull puffer coat almost. Nothing about this is giving Taylor Swift or folklore. So why is it so expensive? Yeah, I don't understand. There are like no elements of folklore in this. Like, am I missing something? Yeah, and it's $85. That doesn't make sense. And same with this shearling jacket. I didn't realize this was $150. What? For a gray jacket with some embossed stars? You're actually lying. Maybe some people like this really, really subtle merch. There's a balance between merch being subtle and still being recognizable as like Taylor Swift merch. Okay, Evermore. What do we got? My House of Stone, Your Ivy Grows crewneck sweatshirt. I don't like the color choice. It's like a weird, almost greenish white. I don't love that. Yeah, I don't love that one. The 'Tis the Damn Season, Write This Down t-shirt. Is this new? I feel like I've seen this before. I don't like this. I don't think we should be doing white for Evermore, or at least not this, like, harsh. This is like a cool white, and Evermore should be like beige, or dare I say eggshell if I want to be fancy. So yeah, I don't love the black and white. The Taylor Swift font is a horrible choice. Like, it's really big and bulky, because then the 'Tis the Damn Season font is like, you know, cursive. So why didn't we just have the Taylor Swift in cursive? Yeah, I don't like the colors. I don't like the design. Not a good piece of merch. The Life is a Willow Sherpa fleece jacket. This sold out, and I kind of question that. For $95, yeah, I don't like that big pocket. I just think it's too harsh because it's like rectangular, and then the leaves are very like flowy. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but again, it's too subtle of merch. But maybe I'm just not enough of an Evermore girly. All right. I don't think this stuff is new, so on to Midnights. The You're on Your Own Kid purple sweatshirt. Again, the font, it looks like it's supposed to be straight, but then it's crooked. But it's not crooked enough that it feels intentional. So, yeah, I don't love the text. Like, it is giving Midnights, but it just this feels lazy, I'll say. Now, these polo shirts, there's the polo top and the polo dress. I think these are insanely overpriced, and I don't think that they're cute, but it might just be my personal style. Yeah. insanely overpriced. Bad. Don't like those. The snow on the beach sweater, I actually like this. I didn't realize the snowflakes are three-dimensional. I'm not sure that was necessary. I feel like I'd like it better without the little snow puffs. But they are kind of cute, and again, it's like the ugly Christmas sweater vibe. I wonder how those would handle in the washer and dryer, because they look very thick. And I feel like they'd get dirty, maybe. But yeah, I think the design of this one is okay, and I like the colors, so yeah, I think she's alright. I think that's it for Midnights. I'm realizing there's like only a few things from every era. The Tortured Poets department. Let's see what we've got. Some of these things are questionable. What is this? The wax seal set for $50. I feel like, you know, for an artsy person who's a Swiftie, they would probably enjoy this. This is kind of the thing I feel like you'd get someone as a gift, so I'll give it a pass. It's interesting, at least. I really like this Tortured Poet knit sweater. Like, it's got, like, the lights up top. Again, is anything about it giving Tortured Poets beside the logo? Not really. I just really like the design. It feels very neat, and I like how it's a gradient from black to dark gray and then to the light gray. I do think it is kind of cute, and it feels like a nice holiday sweater for a Tortured Poets girly. And I think that's all the stuff from Tortured Poets. All right. Now, the Life of a Showgirl, they did a drop of like a bunch of Life of a Showgirl merch, and I'm not going to go through every piece. I'm just going to say, I think that drop was especially bad. The keychain, that don't make sense to me. What about that is giving the Life of a Showgirl? They're using like that TS logo in all of this stuff, and I'm like, is that really representative of the Life of a Showgirl? I don't think so. I like the robe and slippers are cute because they are on theme for Showgirl, but the rest of it, it's giving like in the summer when she released what people were calling like the golf club or the yacht club merch, it feels like it's meant to appeal to a higher tax bracket. It's like fake luxury, but it's not in a showgirl kind of way. It's in a like prep school kind of way is the best way I can explain it. Yeah, and all of the oranges are different, and it's all like very dull and like almost brown. The Life of a Showgirl is so popular right now that it's weird that they would like fumble the merch so badly for it. All right, is there anything else? There was that other drop. It was like the white merchandise with like her in her Eras Tour outfits. I think there was like a mug and pajamas and a few other things. I didn't love that design, but I thought it was okay. And when I looked closely at the drawings of her in her Eras Tour outfits, I thought they were actually really cute, but seeing it from a distance, I just don't think that style looks very good, but I thought that one was okay. So, all in all, I feel like this video was very negative, even though I came in ready to be like, I love this holiday drop so much. It feels like a step in the right direction. I like that we're making callbacks to like music videos and stuff Taylor has worn in the past. I like that the Eras Tour visuals are being included in some of the designs. I think that's really cute. I mean, the prices are obviously getting out of control, but that's not going to stop because people keep buying it. I like the kind of holiday sweaters. They all feel very cohesive as a thing that they set out to do. Like, we're going to do a bunch of different, like, ugly Christmas sweaters. So I appreciate that, even though I don't love all of them. That Folklore Cabin one, though, that one is absolutely stunning. I do think there were some pretty big misses, like the Life of a Showgirl. That entire drop, I think, was horrible. But yeah, I'm left with more positive feelings about this merch drop. I'm so used to the terrible merch that they give us 3 good things, and I'm like sitting here rooting for them. Yeah, let me know how you guys feel about this drop. The consensus online seems to be that this is definitely an improvement, even though it's all insanely overpriced. So if you have any thoughts or feelings about the holiday merch, let me know down below, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!